Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Just about set to go. And today's starter, Curtis Hayward.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Next one misses, ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hayward on the move, and there's one down. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Hayward, a 6'3" lefty, only 18 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-1.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And there are 2 outs.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Aaron Judge stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Swing and a ground ball to first. Judge out on the play. And here's Andres Jimenez. Out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger in position. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Number 23, late on that fastball.
0-1.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Left field. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Hayward back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Stanton launched a homer in his most recent game.
Right through there for a strike.
Hit in the air out to center field. Hayward under it. Puts it away for the out. Here is Goldschmidt. And that misses. And that's ball one. Hayward. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One out, bases empty. Strike two.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. Inside, just missed. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So the Yanks go in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Digging in, Bob Hayward. Max Fried will go to work. And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fastball for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Now here is Brandon Hayward. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And next is the designated hitter, Leo Jimenez. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Kind of just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down. Back now in Toronto. On to the 3rd inning. And now the DH, Trent Grisham. That's in there. Strike 1. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Pitch in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. That's inside.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Boyle's a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next one just misses, and the count's full. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
DJ LeMahieu stands in now and watches strike one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Number 64, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Inside, and it's 2-0.
Hey.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Look, it looks like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for the Yankees. Still no score. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the power speed combo. Rob Braun. The lefty fires. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Gary Simmons with the call. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
And a foul ball. And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Alejandro Kirk now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-2 is the count. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nabs it, 2 away. And the batter is George Springer. Headed towards the corner. Stanton hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Tosses to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The next pitch
Inside, ball
misses,
one.
and the count even 1-1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And that one is in there, called strike 3. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a foul ball. Fourth inning underway, no score. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
That's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swung on, belted. Back there. That one is gone. A soaring shot to center. It's 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. And that one fouled off. Smoked on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo.
Now pitching for New York.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Garrett Cole.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs. Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And that one is in the dirt. 1-1. The Blue Jays hitless so far in the game. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in. And there's one down. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that is out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. That one's in there, 0-1.
I got 1 ball,
In
1
the
strike.
dirt. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
That's out.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball 3.
That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Back to the mound. Might have him hung up here. There's one.
He's out.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 5th. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Will Warren.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Has room, and he makes the catch. So up next, Brandon Hayward. There's a swing and a miss.
He got away with one
One's
there,
the count.
but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next
1-1.
pitch way upstairs. Action in the pen down there. Michael Arias getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver getting cranked up as well. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
0-1.
Jimenez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss.
This
Struck
guy
him out.
sucks.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's even up. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball.
2
2
down,
strikes.
base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here. Top 6, and here comes Bellinger. Hayward back to work. And there's a foul ball. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Volpe swings through it for strike 1. Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground to third, to second for 1. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Stanton up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. On the ground. Fair ball. Two outs, runner at first. Paul Goldschmidt now.
That's through there for a strike.
Stanton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. Off balance throw in time. And that'll do it. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. And this is now back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Clayton Beeter.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's George Springer.
Inside.
Just off the inside edge. Blue Jays down a run.
And that's in for a strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
And
1 ball,
1-2.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Sends it to first, and it's a 1. Back now top 7, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to lead it off. Everson Pereira. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Springer settles under this one and makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That is strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. He goes down looking.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and throw it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
That misses, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the catcher. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. Off the catcher and rolls away. And now a man into scoring position.
Just looked like a lapse in concentration right there behind the plate. Maybe got crossed up, but either way, now they have to deal with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So Now into the ball game on defense, Braden Shoemake. He'll play second. Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
0-1.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one missed. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And there's a ball. Next offering misses, and the count is filled up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
No outs, runner at first. Next is switch hitting first baseman. Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Runner goes again. Swinging a foul out of play. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Runner on the move again. Ball outside. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Comes a 2-2. That's down and in.
That's a really good take.
Bob Hayward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Hayward at the plate now, and that's inside. Runner at second here, one gone. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Out. And that. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Oswald Peraza.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Got him. Strikeout number 8. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Oswaldo Cabrera. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And the first offering is not close. And another ball. Now 3-0. And there's the automatic. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Austin Wells trying to get something going for him with 2 away. There's a strike.
Ball.
Foul ball. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch. Staying in the game on defense, Oswaldo Cabrera taking over as the new short. Stop now following his pinch hit appearance. Hayward up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That one
2
missed.
balls, 1 strike.
In the air to left down the line. Stanton is there. Hauls it in for the out. Leo Jimenez digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Line and a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Jonathan Clase. 1 down. Rob Braun next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. So after the stolen base, they issue the intentional walk, and a double play would get him out of it.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
First and second, 1 out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is lifted in the air. Dominguez drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. Changes his mind. Stays put at second with 2 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Runners
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Jimenez in the box now. Takes strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Line drive. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, number 33.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring.
Now this one gets through. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now number 23. Throw to second. Out there. And we're back. That's too low. And that is ball 1. The Yankees looking to rally. Right through there for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 5-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Braden Shoemake, the next to hit, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Now here's Trent Grisham. That's inside. And it's 1-0. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
A 5-3 final score.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game.
All right, before I get started here, I'm going to throw some coffee on. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to like the game or not. It's definitely harder to hit in this one than it was in the last. But hey, that stuff that you got, you're lucky you got that, not the hazelnut. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That shit happens like that. But yours is white, mine is white. I know. I know. I never had to do critical play. Hopefully you come behind her. Okay. Hey, babe. Honey. Sweet, miserable cheeks. Honey. Honey. Sweetie. Okay.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Toronto Blue Jays squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back with the first pitch right
Boston
after this.
Red Sox.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball.
That's the ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1.
That's a
Look
ball.
for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he deals.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second.
Bo
the
Bichette
shortstop.
up to the dish.
Bichette.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
No ball. One
Bichette, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a runner takes off, rolled softly, but that goes foul. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And he swings through that one. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the
He's trying for third. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Fires over to first. And Guerrero is set down. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Santander.
Foul ball there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Jimenez at third with 2 away. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's some bullshit.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Lick my...
Now the left fielder, Jaron Duran. Duran with a homer in his last game.
Well, he's not getting one this game.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
It's all part of the plan.
not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw safe. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
That one out to right. Springer sizes this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. There's a swing and a
Jesus
drive.
Christ.
That's long gone.
So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair. Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. Makes the catch up against the wall. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
No, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, George Springer. And first offering is fouled off. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they're down 2-0. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Yeah, they could hit mine, no fucking problem.
Bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
It's bullshit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit, takes outside. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Wide throw, and
wow.
It gets away. And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Out to center. Varsho under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
There you go. Nice little
man.
RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. To third. Boots it. Gets off a throw. The throw comes in too late. A tough play.
It's like all the fucking mistakes is all happening to my guys. I can't hit a ball over the
Red
pot.
Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jaron Duran.
They can hit all my shit, no fucking problem.
And a walk. Squirts away a little bit. And the runners will move up. Abreu on third. Rafaela at second with 1 away.
This is fucking bullshit.
Two on, 1 out. Swings here and blasts one left field. Back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Both runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's 4-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it and brings it in. New inning getting started. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And first offering is fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wong down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And now 2-0. And he pumps it a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Jimenez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. So a man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There goes the runner. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Swing and a soft liner out to left field, and foul ball. To the right side. On to first. That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Devers now in the air, center field. Varsho has this one sized up. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Casas, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Second baseman, Alex.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Abreu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Not even close there. Ball 2. Gets the outside corner with that one. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the last half of the 3rd. That's towards center. Varsho puts it away, and that is the third out of the inning. Boston.
Now
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Cutter Crawford.
He's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Guerrero batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Yeah, they gave him a strike and it was a fucking ball.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right
No
there.
ball. 2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Struck him out swinging.
Lick my
Back to the
balls.
sweeper, and it was effective. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. First pitch misses. Santander, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. In there safely. Ernie Clements will hit next. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. And first offering is fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. He swings and fouls one off. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Out at second. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Connor Wong.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Lucas Giolito. Wagner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Quinn Priester preparing to come on if needed. Perales also throwing. Swing and a miss. And he was fooled. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. On the ground right side, Bregman gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And the batter is George Springer. Went down on strikes his first time through. in there at the knees for a strike. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Just misses with that one.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss it.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw to second, out there. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Rafael Devers up to hit, and that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that is gone.
That's some bullshit, man.
Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add a run. It's 5-0. Now batting Tristan Casas. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. Now it's Alex Bregman. That one ripped, but foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases.
That's
safe at second
bullshit.
with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That one lifted to left. Santander snags it, and that will end the inning. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Zach Penrod.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Boston's bullpen with some activity. Quinn Priester up and loosening in the pen.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And now Andres Jimenez. Out there to center. Rafaela right there to make the grab. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rafaela makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 6th inning. At the plate, Connor Wong. Chad Green ready to go.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
57.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That's inside, and that's ball 1.
1-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Struck him out looking. And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. Just missed. And that one fouled off. That's off the inside corner. And a count 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down. Next to hit, Jarren Duran. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In the air out towards right center. Varsho sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left.
Pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
number
mound.
31.
Liam Hendricks.
Liam Hendricks.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Duran makes the grab. And there's 1 away. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a foul straight back. The Red Sox leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. It's 5-0. Bottom of the 7th, and we got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Blake Sabol.
Blazeboy.
Green back to work. Way high. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Tap foul at the plate.
I need 1 second. That sucks though that I'm losing the game. Fucking can't hit nothing. It's definitely much harder than last year's batting, that's for damn sure. I wonder if I'll get the platinum trophy on this one. I got it for last year's.
That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So now a pinch hitter, Rob Refsnyder. 1 out, the base is empty for him. And first offering is fouled off. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Pinch hitter coming on. Trevor Story looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And that'll do it. So remaining in the game defensively, Blake Sable. He pinch hit last half inning, but now he's in a position he's not familiar with at all. Seems like a questionable move here. Quinn Priester taking over on the mound. Wagner at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
A defensive change for the Red Sox. Now
swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wong makes the catch, and there's one down. So coming into the game now on defense, Romy Gonzalez. He's in at shortstop. Springer at the plate now as he chases after that one. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Luis Perales up and throwing. Slayton getting loose as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Not in time. He legs it out.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
Springer on the run. Pitch misses.
No strike.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes.
Runner goes again. Swing and a pop-up. Bregman settles under it. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw to third. Save.
Oh, 2.
Next pitch just misses. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Vaughn Grissom.
Now pitching for Toronto.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Garcia, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Next one in the dirt.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Bichette. 2 down.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And he beats the throw. He's safe.
Now batting, catcher.
So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. That misses. Ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Abreu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. Staying in the game on defense, Vaughn Grissom. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Justin Slayton. Jimenez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Bichette now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Luis Perales, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. And a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Slings it across.
Yep, he's out.
And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting. The first
So they're down to their final out.
Vladimir
And now the
Guerrero
first baseman,
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out in front with the swing, and that
No
is
ball.
strike one.
Strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. 5-0 the final in this one.
Fucking 5 bullshit.